All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Another day in the stock market. Looks like a pretty tepid open here. Market's up about 0.4%. Still within structure of this little consolidation we've been going through. There's a pretty clear trend line here on the NASDAQ. And we'll see if we can get over that as my chat window opens and allows me to drag it over. All right. So gold, a small little pullback yesterday. I want to look at Tesla again this morning. Yeah, Tesla fell off yesterday. Failed going into highs. It was looking pretty good in the morning and then just gave it all up. So, not much to do there, but it is coming back towards a recent support level. So, potential here for, again, if you guys are looking to trade Tesla for a longer term, could be picking at it. Could be picking at it down here. Roku bouncing back a little bit, it looks like. I don't do little bounces. Pays down in the range. Buddy ZTO still chilling there. Let's add some alerts here. ZTO definitely could get interesting. I'd like a catalyst, though. We need something. What are earnings? Earnings just happened, so they won't be for a couple of months. Monthly parcel volume exceeds 1 billion for the first time. That was a month ago. Hey, what's up, Rob? Where'd it go? ZTO disappeared. It's horribly annoying. Oh, yeah, 207 days into the future. Thank you, Thinkorswim. That's exactly what I wanted. All right, so there's ZTO, probably one of the better looking ones right now. If we can get some increased volume on a breakout from this small consolidation, that would be pretty good. I really like that. We had Apple yesterday with a very small consolidation too. And ended up out the day pretty nice. Very nice little high volume candle. Would be a pocket pivot except for that quadruple witching Friday the other day. I'm not sure if you can give a pass on that. That should be, let me double check. Quad witching dates 2019. This was 6/21. Looks like a very likely candidate. Just give me the damn dates, people. June 20. Quadruple what? It's called quadruple witching. It's basically where options, futures, and all kinds of stuff. I forget all the things that actually close that day. But quadruple witching is a day where you can have massive volume because there's settlements going on as Apple tries to break up right here. Let's see if it can get over. It's over ever so slightly. It's a little bit above yesterday's high. That could be good for the Apple. Netflix up 1%. Let's see what that's doing. Nothing crazy. Yeah, so ZTO and Apple Watch right now for some little pops. Yeah, after yesterday, I didn't really see too many things setting up for major breakouts. There's INSG still at that bottom trend line. Looks like Winnebago had a nice pullback. It's been good to buy on these pullbacks. It's elevated from the trend line, which is different. So let's see if it can get back down to the trend line. Morning, Justin. Come on. The 1 pixel things are always difficult. There we go. All right, Funko's still looking pretty good. Came right back to the trend line, bouncing off of it. That could be an interesting, like, we've been talking about that for probably about a week now. A nice pullback, low volume on the pullback. That large candle has some volume involved in it. What's up, Eli? Funko not too bad down here on a, I guess, would that be considered a breakout? I got too much stuff going on. 27%. So this should be a cup and handle. This would have to be your handle right here. So your breakout point would be at that 2243 level. Or actually, no, I'm sorry, it'd be up here at that 23. So yeah, that was a breakout day. So this did break out. And it's coming back to the trend line in come back to the trend line here, yeah. Or the breakout point, Funko. So don't discount this one. AMD yesterday's stayed pretty steady, gapped up, never gave up any of the gap, which is pretty intriguing actually. Held the trend line here, held the 50-day moving average. So AMD holding up. It's not really ready to run yet though. I think the market's just waiting. And Apple stalling up there at recent highs so far. Let me go back to ZTO. Yeah, so I like ZTO here. It's pretty interesting. All right. You guys catch my live stream yesterday? Rob, I don't think I saw you in there. I know I didn't see Eli. Or did I see Eli yesterday? Oh, yesterday's a blur to me. I was super tired all day long. Yeah, you just got to wait for those things to consolidate for a while. Those big volume candles pretty much destroy charts. Yeah, good sale, Eli. That was a good sell. Facebook rolling over a little bit. NVIDIA, definitely some volume yesterday morning. Look at that volume yesterday morning. Wow, that's good. I think yesterday was probably a pocket pivot for NVIDIA there. Yeah, there it was. Couple nice pocket pivots there for NVIDIA. It's pretty good. That one, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one was also, so 3 pocket pivots here recently for NVIDIA. Wow, Rob, really? You didn't touch it at all? Wow. I say that is a very ballsy trade to be honest with you. Takes a lot of guts to never jump in. I mean, it's better than FOMO. I will say that. I respect that tremendously. All right, my buddy Pays up here. Yeah, what else? Let's go see what IBD's got to say. This market seems fairly flat this morning. Futures mixed as Boeing slides. 2 stocks are breakout ready. Five CEOs score 80 billion owning these winning stocks. Oh, that should be fun. Dow Jones Industrial Index targets 81-year record. What's that? Looks at best since June 1938. Dow Jones Industrial Index looks at best since June. Oh, since 1938. Gosh, my eyes just can't focus. That's a really good June. Yeah, this weekend's trade negotiations in China are likely to determine which direction things head from here. So that's pretty important. Nice, Justin. That's a good trade, though. I'll take 7 at 12.4. I'm not mad at that whatsoever. That was really good. Breakout watch. Herman Miller. Guys with some dope chairs. Your chairs are awesome. Oh, they're breaking out this morning on earnings. Oh. What do they say about the Herman Miller stock? Herman Miller stock. Flat base, probably. Or a larger cup and handle. Maybe. That could qualify as a cup and handle. Office furniture, Herman Miller, jetted higher. Seven-week flat base. So this thing looks like it wants to rocket a little bit here. Not a very jumpy company, I will say that. Looks like it's just kind of languished around an area. It appears to be breaking all-time highs going back to 1999, so for whatever that's worth. I mean, what's a 20% target from... it's already probably almost there. $47. Yeah, I don't know the numbers on this one though. TNX, Justin, is that a stock? Oh, that's an H. It's a thanks. Gotcha. 84 composite rating for Herman Miller. Ranked number 4th in its industry. Manufactures office, furniture, systems, seating, case goods, storage, and freestanding furnitures. Worldwide, 33% EPS change last quarter. 7% sales change, which is not good. ROE 24, which is good. Pre-tax margin 7, which is not great. And numbers are pretty tepid for Herman Miller, but today it looks good. Today it looks pretty good. Not sure if I got a lot of confidence in this thing. This thing had a gap here and then just stalled out. I think I'm going to pass on that one. Not much to do there. INSG, on the other hand, still looking pretty decent down here in lows. Needs something to get it popping. It tried here. Didn't get very far. Trying again. Pay's not bad. Pay's definitely respecting this range here as of late. This low here of 1180 in this recent time has been kind of our floor since we bounced off of that big shakeout the other day. Yeah, I feel the stalling too. That's kind of why I exited a bunch of my trades the other day. It's pretty much all of them. I think the only one I have left is Pays, and I do have my TQQQ position still because the market hasn't shown to be topped yet, so I'm still holding that. And then I have my MJ play, which is gonna murder money for me. I just feel like it's gonna murder my money. But we're not dead yet. We got a year and a half, so yeah, we'll see how that one plays out. You know, Rob, you convinced me, Rob. Doing it right now. You know, I'm going to mortgage my house and help you out there, buddy. All right, so let's go check out what my buy would do. We're at 1179. I think we'd probably go to like 1182. Would that help you out? Yeah, we can probably get to 1182. Hope that works for you. That's all the ammo I've got. That's the thing with stocks, man. These things are so liquid that they'll just eat whatever you throw at it for the most part. Fair enough. Netflix may be coming back. Not sure if I want to jump back in my trade or not. Maybe not. That was a good trade. Fox F. Fox is coming back. Little engine that could. Kind of like a little engine that is. Eli, that's like half your retirement, man. What are you doing? That's way too much exposure in one stock. Damn. Gotta learn to put stop losses. My maximum loss for a trade is only negative $2. Our buddy iRobot, still unable to go lower, still unable to go higher. Looks like he did something similar over here where it popped up and kind of went sideways there for a bit. This one's not popping as much. There's a little pocket pivot. CRWD, is that one? Oh, is that the one of those IPOs? Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. All these IPOs are dangerous. They're all dangerous. All right, Nasdaq up a 0.5%, almost 0.6%. Not bad. I wonder how NBev looks. This thing's been pretty low and slow for a while. This is I believe a THC drink manufacturer. That's what they're doing these days, if I'm not mistaken. So as soon as we get some kind of a MJ thing going on here, where marijuana starts to pop again, this is setting up for some nice potential price runs. That could be months from now, but Hot Wheels Lambo. Dude, that'd be an awesome video. Like, what? Just sold my Bitcoin. Look what I got. Got a Lambo. It's awesome. Lyft, huh? Let's go check it out. I want to see NBev for a minute. Though. Let me do this. What I was gonna do here before. What the heck is that? Oh. Not too bad. Not too bad at all for NBev, if it'll get going. All right, and you were talking about Lyft. Okay. So yeah, this would just be a consolidation. A flat base would be at least 5 weeks long. Right now we have a little mini uptrend going on, so there's no basing as of yet, and it's also a flat base would be less than 15% within the base. That would be considered a flat base or a flat base. So this would just be a nice consolidation. I do agree. It looks nice and tight. I like that. Has come off of the lows. Obviously, our IPO base there's no basing structure here quite yet. Yeah, bull flag for sure. I'll agree with the bull flag. I just want to make sure we have our terms straight generally. But yeah, I definitely would. That's not bad. Here's like one of those. There's kind of a mini inverted head and shoulders pattern right there. It's a little guy. And trying to break out, so it could potentially be flagging out on the right side of an inverted head and shoulders breakout. So yeah, that's not too bad. It's not showing a lot of major wide price bars though. So that's not bad. Let's see what Uber looks like. Well, they're getting a bit of a pump this morning from something. What do they have? Flying dog robot taxis now? Blasting off this morning. That's some block buying right there. If you guys ever hear me use the term block buying, which I haven't used in a while, that's block buying. Let's buy 400,000 shares every 5 minutes. Bam, 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 bam. And it just does that. There's nothing this morning. This little news article, the developer of software apps for autonomous vehicles, drones, announced it has been acquired the exclusive IP to remote control and concierge service for autonomous transit vehicle fleet, whatever the heck that means. What's this got to do with Uber? It's just mentioned in the article. So that is quite a bit of buying though, right there. That volume is all right here. It's about 500,000. Just continuous block buying there at 500,000. That's pretty bullish price action. It's only up 5%, but maybe that could get going. This looks a little bit better. Your IPO base here on Uber would actually be right about, actually technically it'd be at the 54.80 or 45.85 level technically. Yeah, ESNT broke a structure the other day. So that would technically be your entry for a okay, apparently I forgot words. IPO base. That would be your IPO base entry right there. And this buying this morning is very impressive. I will say that. That's extraordinarily impressive. I have no volume because we're within the first 50 days. So, you know, F you, Thinkorswim platform. Whoops, it's not what I wanted. Although it's what I told it to do. I know, Eli. It's very hard, man. I'm just trying to say words and they're just going away. 2.6 in the first 30 minutes of trading, averaging 8.1. That is a ridiculous amount of volume stepping into this thing. Extreme streams. Yeah, maybe. So we got 45, so it'd be $9. So that'd be, what, 54? Looks like math is hard too. Uber's got some nice trades if you think this is going to be a preliminary breakout. Yeah, one thing I am not is extreme. God damn, this thing just won't stop. Has increased volume. So here's the hourly chart. Here's that run up. Volume dried out. Starting to increase a little bit here again on this hourly. It's a little high, but that is a good chunk of volume. This thing's going to pop at some point. Over optimistic trader, that'd be fun. That'd be pretty good. I kind of like that. Yeah, everything is. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I like that idea. That one's pretty good. I'm gonna put Uber on the watch list here. IIPR at the bottom of the list again. Had a pretty red day yesterday too. Looks like it did bounce back quite a bit. Guys, we're going to bounce off this 400 weekly moving average support. It's going to be great. Every time it hits this moving average, things tend to work out really well. I know I said about the 200. I know I said that about the 300. I know I said that about the 100. I know I said about the 10. But this time is different. If you look at the Fibonacci's, if you look at Fibonacci's, we're in an Elliott wave 3 cycle. Okay, guys? Okay? I've talked a lot about how powerful the Elliott wave, the third leg of the Elliott wave is. Very powerful base, and bouncing off the 400 weekly moving average is going to be a great bottom. So we're going to get all this money back, and then it's going to jump 1,000%. We're going to buy a Lambo. I think I just sound regularly like that anyways. That's me every day, right? $400 week moving average. Oh my gosh. That is so far down on the scale. That's hilarious. Hold on, guys. I got no water. I got to grab some water. All right, I got water. I'm back. My thought on Pays, well, Pays is maybe it's making up its mind here. I'm kind of mixed on Pays, to be honest with you. I mean, I've still got that position, but maybe about time to ditch it. Hey, these little bounce consolidations usually don't work out very well. We've seen about 3 or 4 of them after you come out of a large pop and it drops. Fortinet did this. AMD just did this. Trying to think of another stock off the top of my head. But once it starts breaking, there's like a structure here and some horizontal structure. Once it starts breaking that, it looks like it just goes the other way. It just starts dropping, loses all that momentum. Kind of waiting for it to right itself, but it just doesn't, or hasn't. I don't know about doesn't. Yeah, so there's AMD. Not quite. It didn't go up for quite as long. Set a stop. Where is it at? Oh, there it is. It wouldn't be too far from here. I mean, I don't want to give it a ton of room. I'd probably put it under that low right there if I can find support. So this low here appears to be 11.8. So maybe just under 11.8 if you can afford it. Otherwise, you can do it right at 11.8. But I don't want to give it a tremendous amount of room. Pace has, it was a good percentage-wise. I mean, this is down about 2% from here. See, my whole reasoning is that it needs to curl back and go up. If it's just stalling out like this, I don't really want to be involved. So as long as it can hold up above a support point, I'm okay with it. And yeah, giving a little bit of room's fine, but you don't want to give it carte blanche on your account there in terms of leeway. Funko's still looking nice. Look at that volume on the right side of the chart on my hourly. On my bottom right corner. Lots of volume stepping in right there. Good support around that 23 level. That could be a nice trade with 23 as your stop. Jazz Pharmaceuticals popping right up against that trend line. So we'll see if that can get some momentum. Biogen. I was going to say Biomed. Yeah, Biogen never quite got going the other day. Stalled at that trend line. Roku undercut our trend lines. Looks like it hasn't really found a lot of support here yet, but it's stalling so far. We'll see if it'll continue going down. iRobot still in that lower consolidation. MongoDB looks like it's attempting to bounce off of a longer term trend line right here. So here's another one that did that. Broke out, stalled, slowly floated up, and then sort of breaking structure and then just collapsed. So Pays may do that. Here's another one with that same type of price action. But this one came all the way down to a support point, kind of like what we just freaking saw it, Randy. Come on. Not Netflix. Mongo? Damn it. Anyway. No, AMD. AMD, kind of like AMD. Again, similar setup. Came back, failed, found support at a longer term trend line, and I mentioned it down here, and it had a little bounce. I mean, come on, 5-6%. You can't get too mad at a 5 or 6% bounce off of a support line. And so that's kind of what Mongo looks like at the moment. Mongo's found that longer term support, and it looks like it may be trying to turn tail and head a little bit higher. 6% would put us up to about 162. If you want to play for something like that, I mean, that's well within the cards. That's just a bounce back at this stage of the game. Let's check that out. Recharging battery. Very nice, Eli. Eli, you're only allowed to speak when you have cool puns, which means that pretty much all of your speak is allowed. I like that. It's pretty good. All right, checking out. Actually, checking out that Mongo trade. I've had pretty good success lately with these bounce trades. It's majorly successive here. 162 gets us, 160 gets us there, 159. What, the Ukrainian thing? Oh, 140, 152. Yeah, this one's looking... I don't mind this little trade here. It's only lining up a 40% profit, but... You can speak now. I don't know if I have a good Ukrainian accent. I'm not on point this morning with my comedy, guys. Sorry. Trying to have fun here, but... Alright, snap pays. Yeah, I don't mind Mongo on a little bounce play here. Hmm. Alright, let's go bottom up and see what the world's like from this direction. We got SE up here, which is still holding up right near the highs. That's a pullback on SE. Chipotle Mexican Grill has been holding up really nicely. Illumina towards the end of a nice run right there. Sandstorm never really truly broke out. Disney still holding its own up here in this cup and handle. Waiting for that guy to break out. So far it's just resting and breaking down. MKC. I'm finally going to get rid of you. You were weird anyways. I did not get rid of MKC. Damn it. What did I just delete? Shoot. Check shop. Yeah, that could be a nice bounce play. Got a doji yesterday. And a little bounce back today. What's up, Jake? Yeah, that's not too bad. Pretty close to the 50-day moving average, too. Not on it, but pretty close. Even getting back up here to like 311, 312. That one's okay. Well, how's our Uber doing? Sitting right up here. Not really giving up any ground. Everybody ZTO stalling out. A bunch of things are potentially actionable, but aren't really doing much yet. Let's go see my daily movers list. HHC. What is that? That's a lot of volume. How'd that even make my list? Herman Miller. TGTX. Making a list today, but looking at a much better base on the daily chart, regardless of the move today. First Bancorp. QD. It's a Chinese company, looks like. There's Uber again. Arcule. That's weird. Nice daily and weekly charts, however. Oh, Oh yeah, dude, that one's bouncing off that 400 weekly moving average I was talking about. That's one of my favorite plays. You got like, 1,000,000% upside risk on that. With very little risk. I mean, it can't go much lower. It's basically sitting at 1 Satoshi, and it's never going any lower. So just place your sell order at 1 Bitcoin value, and you'll be good to go. Etsy could be interesting for a bounce play. This weekend, Jake, at a date and time when we are not able to take advantage of it on the open market. Why does that always happen? That always pisses me off. Etsy looking like another one of those potential bounce plays down here at lower levels. See, Etsy on the weekly chart, we had kind of a little breakout right here, that gap up, come back down to that 60 level. That's been supportive. And ZS. So a few bounce plays on the table, but so far that's about it. And there's Etsy on our list today as well. I already jumped around, Eli. I didn't even notice what stock I was looking at that was $200. MongoDB stalling out a little bit here. The Etsy. Oh, the 200-day moving average. Gotcha. Well, yeah, maybe. I think the thing for me is we kind of barely undercut this trend line here. And so we may see a little bounce back above it. What to expect from the meeting? Some weird shit from Donald Trump. That's kind of what I expect from the meeting, which is really hard to say. You can put money to risk with that on the table. Set a limit order at 11.7 for pays and it filled at 12.05. Oh, so you just made a faux pas with the ordering. That's okay. In 3 weeks, you'd be like, I was in pays at some point. So, doesn't matter. And nothing else matters. It's my singing voice, ladies and gentlemen, which is why I'm not a singer for a living. And with that said, Netflix, Jazz looking pretty peppy here. Breakthrough that 200-day moving average is coming up pretty close. Also, that angle right there. Karaoke. Yeah, one thing you don't want for me is a karaoke. I do these great sarcastic songs though, where I just sound horrible. Those are really fun. I used to do those when I was younger. I would just sing like Celine Dion, just belt it out, and it would just be horrendous. It was great. It was literally the worst thing you've heard in your life, which is why it was funny. I had a female friend back in the day, and we drove up to Vegas, and yeah, that's pretty much all we did on the way up was just belt out like Whitney Houston songs and stuff like that. This was way back in the day, back when I did fun stuff. 7%. Okay. Not the end of the world there, Rob. It'll be okay. Yeah, you know what, those fat finger order entry things are really the ones that kind of mess you up a little bit. You're like, man, it's just a stupid thing that I did. That's pretty much how my BitMEX account fell apart. Yeah, just not realizing where my margin was, or the nomenclature they use on some of those websites when you're using them for the first couple times is kind of hard to wrap your head around sometimes, and BitMEX is one of those for me. ZTO, Netflix. So yeah, Marcus was kind of hanging out at this stage of the game, not doing a whole heck of a lot. Yeah. About to get out of here too, gentlemen. If there's any ladies out there, don't mean to exclude you, but I didn't see it today. Yeah, they closed me out of my BitMEX account and kept I think I had 0.02 BTC in there, which right now is a decent amount of money. But it wasn't back then when they took it, so those bastards, they just took it. Like literally they just took it. I couldn't log in. I was like, nope, can't even log in. Sorry, F you. I'm like, oh, thanks, douchebag. So what would my 0.02 BTC be worth today? Was it like 11,000 this morning? Whoops. So $220 at this stage of the game, which was like, $60 back then. So they just stole $60 from me. Although in the end, I was positive on that account. Did withdraw some funds, so I can't say they made out ahead on that particular transaction. Although they definitely made out ahead. They always do. They're the exchange. That's how it works. Well, nothing too exciting here, Rob. We talked about a few bounce plays. We talked about Uber's a pretty nice potential one with a tremendous amount of buying this morning, and a pretty much a breakout point here at 45.85. That's a nice trade there for the future. Funko looking pretty good. That just popped this morning. Oh, that just popped a little bit. It was down here much lower. So Funko getting going. That could potentially be a nice one, as it has already broken out, and this would just be a continuation for Funko. That's actually not bad. And like Eli says, yeah, sitting on your hands is actually excellent. And man, there's just no edge to get on this Funko train, at least for me. But that has good potential to it here. The breakout on this day, nice consolidation. Maybe it's trying to turn tail and head back up. That could be a nice potential trade right there. And could easily get up there towards that 28 level. That's not bad at all. But yeah, I definitely agree with knowing when to sit on your hands and being able to do that. At the same time, when something really jumps at you, you have to take the opportunity available to you. You just have to. That's the way the business works. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here today. Have a good one. I will see you tomorrow, as I believe today is Thursday. Let me double check here. It is. At least I know my days of the week, guys. I'm going to be able to pass first grade this year. It's finally. Man. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Stay safe. Bye-bye.